Sam? Sam? Can you hear me?
Sam isn't here anymore, Andrew.
You know me.
And your dead wife.
And Mary.
You wouldn't believe the fantasies my host has about you, Mary. Would you like me to tell them to you?
We would not. I will ask the questions. And if you do not cooperate, I'll administer electric shocks and you will die.
I will stop the heart of this host and it will die.
Get him back!
This is on flat
2 cc's of epinephrine. 2 cc's of epinephrine, stat, IV.
It's back. My God, it has total control.
Sam, why have they come here? What do they want? Sam? I warned you.
Shock it!
Sam? Sam?
Oh, Jesus!
Sam? Sam?
I acknowledge you can hurt me, but each shot you administer shortens your son's life. Do you understand?
Of course I understand. Now you answer me. Why are you here?
Previous hosts ceased to be useful. You are stronger than they were. You will last longer.
How many are you?
Sir, there may be semantic differences. Its concept of personal identity may be different from ours.
No. No. How many are you?
One.
Sam, do you have any idea how many of them there are?
I was thinking one. It doesn't know why he... Always giving orders, aren't you, Andrew? Always telling people how to run their lives. Maybe that's why you're so lonely. Did you ever think of that? Maybe that's why your son resents you so much. You won't be lonely when you're one of us. No one will be.
For God's sakes, tell us what you want.
Peace. Say goodbye to your son, Andrew.
Sam.
Jesus, it's killing me.
Get it off him! Get it off!
What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Cyberland coming back to you with another film review, and this time we're moving on to a sci-fi film that I watch from time to time. Very much enjoy it. Kind of creepy, but at the same time, it's very entertaining. Puppet Masters. Now, so before we start, this is the Puppet Masters, not Puppet Master. Puppet Master is like these little dolls and stuff, so don't get confused between that and this one. So this film is pretty much where it's kind of like in a rural, probably southern type of town, and these things show up, and little by little they start taking control of the town. And the FBI, I would think this FBI, but at least some type of organization involved with the FBI, come in and start investigating, and they come across these parasites, these nasty little damn things. And what they do is they take over the human body and have full control over the host, which is us as humans. It makes, and little by little they start taking over towns. Like, just they infiltrate. They make the way it's really tough to spot them, because they make themselves talk like a human, but at the same time, they're what makes them stand out is the emotion. The emotion side of the person is completely cut off. So they don't get excited or show some type of feeling when they are when a person's being controlled. That's how you can spot them. Like, if you show something that normal people would laugh at, they just be like, "Oh, that's great." They just monotone, and that's how you can tell. Okay, that's how they fully take over. That's how you know the human's being controlled. There's no emotion. They're just completely black and white, gray type of characteristic. And Donald Sutherland, the great Donald Sutherland, he is trying to stop these things. There's not a lot of action. The action really comes towards the end of the film. There's moments here and there. It's really a science fiction film, and it delves into the mindset of just how precious we are as humans and our interactions between each other, and that's how these parasites are able to manipulate that and have control over the human population. And little by little, we start to see where these things came from, what their ultimate goal is, which is just to, they say peace, but really what that means is everybody is completely no individual thought. It's all one collective, one echo chamber. Nobody does anything differently. Everybody acts the same, thinks the same, does the same, and one common collective of where there isn't anything outside of that. As far as the pace of the film, I felt it was good. It didn't drag at all. As far as the villain, I felt it was good. It was very straightforward, but it was rather creepy. As far as the characters, I liked all the characters. I felt they had a great ensemble. Everybody had a good part. They did very well with what they had to work with each person. It is rated R, but it's not rated R because of nudity. It's rated R more so because the connotation, the subject matter. I guess they feel like kids watching that might be a little too much, but I remember, I think I saw it in, I got invited to go see a movie, and unfortunately we were late, and we walked into it, so I kind of didn't know what was going on at first, but then we walked into it and watched it. So it was kind of one of those films. I didn't know what it was called at the time, and it wasn't until years later that I came across it again, and that's when I had the name of it. But when I watched it in this select theater with, didn't know what it was, but I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. If you've never seen it, I'd say check it out. It's a really good sci-fi film. It's very entertaining, and it keeps you interested. It doesn't drag. it's not boring, and it has elements to where you keep kind of wondering, like, does this person got it? You know, and then when you come across people who do have it, you don't catch on to it until it's kind of like too late, and that's kind of how these things work. Yeah, very So my rating for the film is an 8 out of 10 yes sirs. It's a film that I can watch repeatedly, a film that I've really enjoyed. It's not a 10 just because I think if it had more action, probably I'd give it a higher rating. But for what it was good. You know, it was very entertaining, and I could turn off, well, wouldn't say I could turn off my brain, because there was parts where I was just like, you know, kind of like glued to the screen about, okay, you know, is this going to happen or is that going to happen kind of thing. So with that being said, you know, check it out. It'll, yeah, maybe might have, I would say maybe keep the light on for a little bit while you watch it. Maybe not want to watch it fully in the dark. I don't know. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.